Terror, horror, death. Death.
wait no more. Axes of evil, inventions taking heads, bathed in blood of fallen heroes, in hypocrisy you rest.
Hell yeah, that was a killer intro, wasn't it, Zach?
That was awesome.
Three great bands in a row.
On that.
Kicked it off with Vindicator, followed by Axemaster, and then we did Ancient Limbs. Killer, right?
I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Well, welcome to the debut show of Heavy Metal Gridiron. Rock and roll, baby. Okay, so welcome to the Thunderdome of Gridiron Carnage. This is Heavy Metal Gridiron, the only podcast where the pads crack as hard as the breakdowns. Get ready for brutal trash talk, no sugarcoating, no safe spaces, just pure football violence, the way I like it. Today we carve up the AFC North. 4 teams enter the steel cage. Only one survives. Who takes the crown and who gets buried? Then we fast forward to the ultimate glory. We lock in our Super Bowl predictions, which I kind of feel like it's going to be the Rams. Maybe the Bills. I'm not sure. We'll talk about it. Who hoists the iron? Who chokes on the big one? Plus, we recap the big hits, the absolute bone-crushing helmet-flying collisions, which are the best ones, from the weekend. And, you know, we have Metal's top 5 breakdown and the community question that the Zack Attack brings.
I'll bring that.
And let's bring this in for the Zack Attack.
Tactical nuke incoming!
I missed that when I was on Outlaw, so now it's good to have it back.
It's cool, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we have the heaviest tracks, the biggest plays, and the absolute best in the game. Now lead your ears to the battle. We're your host, the master of disaster, the sonic boom himself, the Zack Attack.
And then, of course, my personal friend and the voice of Metal Gridiron Nation, Mr. Jeff James.
Thank you so much, man.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Massive.
Well, welcome to the debut show, Zach.
I'm thrilled to be here, dude. I've been amping this up, and hopefully people listen to it.
Oh, it's going to be a good time.
Hopefully. Hopefully they have.
All right, so you ready to get going?
I'm in. What you got?
All right, here we go.
I'm in.
So as you know, we kicked it off with Vindicator, Axemaster, and then we did Ancient Limbs. Axemaster and Ancient Limbs, both from Cleveland. Then also we have Avoid Dead, Superior Rage, Circle of Nero, Ingo Swan. We have them, and they're going to join us at 10:30 for an interview. We have Damaged Inc. from Cleveland, Decimator, and then we finish the night with Conspiracy 216, and they're from Cleveland.
So, welcome to the Society of Cleveland supporting it.
That's exactly right, man. Hey, let's talk about some predictions because Vegas has some interesting things out there.
No, not Vegas.
Yeah.
No.
So, Vegas has the Baltimore Ravens taking the division. They're projected to go 11-6 or 12-5. Former head coach John Harbaugh, he's gone.
John Harbaugh.
Yeah, Harbaugh. He's gone, man. And they
he's gone.
They have a rookie coach.
Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Bring new blood, new talent.
I think it's a good thing to bring new talent in, don't you?
It's needed.
Well,
I mean, but
There's
Baltimore,
a learning
look
curve.
at them, man. Baltimore is interstellar. I mean, you said
Yeah.
even on our preview show, whoever watched it, hopefully a lot of you, that, Baltimore solid around overall.
And that's Jesse Minter is the coach. Offensive coordinator is Declan Doyle. So a healthy Lamar Jackson paired with a defensive edge rusher, addition to Trey Hendrickson, is expected to fix last year's pass rush woes. Baltimore to elite status, they're saying. So they're saying that Baltimore is going to take the division.
I could see it. I could see it.
Maybe. Lamar Jackson's getting up there, though. I don't think he's going to have the season that everybody thinks he's going to have.
We'll see. How many times have you said that it was always the battle of the old guys?
True.
In the beginning, when you told me Aaron Rodgers was joining with us, it was him and who did you say for the Ravens at that point? It was the battle of the old guys.
Yeah, it was the battle of the old dudes. Lamar was playing. Or,
Was it?
maybe, I don't know. I can't remember, man.
Last year.
Yeah,
So
I can't remember last week.
I get it.
All right, so second up is then the Bengals. Aggressively retooled their defense by landing a premier defensive lineman in Dexter Lawrence II and Jonathan Allen. They're projected to finish second place.
Which, hey, I wouldn't complain about a silver trophy, but, gold just shines.
Want the Lombardi, man.
Oh, man.
All right, so the Pittsburgh Steelers are projected. I should go back. They're projecting the Bengals to go 10-7. They're projecting the Steelers to go 8-9 or 10-7. Pittsburgh Steelers. The market has cooled slightly on defending division champions, but Mike Tomlin's track record kept them in the game. But now they have a brand new coach.
Well, in talking the Steelers with that too, everybody says the same thing. You said what? They'll have an 8 and what record for it? Projected 8 and...
Yeah, Vegas is projecting 8-9 or 10-7.
And the refs, what did we give them? 6 and 4?
Yeah, I don't know.
Something
I'm not sure how it's going to... The refs are...
Everybody says the referees against the Steelers are so heinous.
Especially when it's the New England Patriots.
But don't worry. The balls have all been checked this year.
So I think...
Don't worry.
Vegas saying that the Steelers are running it back for one more time with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. If Rodgers stays healthy, the defense remains elite. They're a strong sleeper choice to disrupt the division. And then lastly, they're calling on Cleveland Browns projected to be 4-13 or 6-11. Best case scenario.
Where's the middle ground there?
Yeah, I don't know how many games they're going to win.
Vegas will have fun betting on that.
Yeah, the bookmakers are saying that Cleveland's going to hit a wall, that they're going to be the bottom of the division. As
opposed to other years where they weren't the bottom of the division?
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? And then, so following the monumental Myles Garrett trade, the roster faces major defensive identity shifts, leaving persistent question marks around Deshaun Watson's long-term sustainability under center. Right? So, there's all that controversy now between Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders.
Right before that, who's the one that just who just said they're retiring? One of the famous Browns players. That was
Nick Chubb just retired.
Yep, a day or two ago.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you that's going to kill him. That's everybody. Remember Icon?
Well, he hasn't been on the team. He got traded.
Well, right, but he was still everybody. Remember how I said in the I think it was the preview show. I said that
we were talking on the preview show. We thought he was going to go.
Yeah, well,
we were hoping he would go into Pittsburgh.
Yeah, was it him that you said? No, well,
that would have been amazing. T.J. Watt on one side, Myles Garrett on the other.
No, not Garrett. Chubb.
Oh yeah, Chubb.
But Chubb, see, it just like it where I talked about golf that one time, where it was an icon person. Everybody had Chubb jerseys, because he would constantly break records. Everyone wanted to see that dude, so it's gonna hurt them. He hasn't been on the team, yes, but people have the jersey of Chubb for sure.
All right, so this is what I think is gonna happen. Pittsburgh takes a division and has a first-round playoff win for the very first time in a long time. Because this is Aaron Rodgers last year, they're going to make a run.
Yeah.
They're going to try to get to the championship game. I think the Bengals will finish in second place if Burrow stays healthy, followed by the ex-Cleveland Browns, the Ravens, will finish third. I don't think Lamar Jackson's going to have a great year. He's
His
a great
backup's
quarterback.
okay.
Yeah, his backup's not bad. And then Cleveland will try to be competitive. They'll be in the cellar again, looking to draft a franchise quarterback. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Is this one of those where they're going to play for the first round draft pick, and that's what they'll get?
That's what they're going. They're shopping for a franchise quarterback next year, and next year's draft is the best draft for a quarterback.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And as far as Steelers, do you think it'll be a wild card game like usual? We're always playing for the wild card.
I like the wild card game. I think it's cool, but it would be really nice if the Steelers could have a bye for the first round.
Yeah,
They need it because they're an older team.
Hey, you know what though? It's never
Aaron
disappointing.
Rodgers needs a week off.
Yeah, he's still. You know what though? You gave him a lot of credit on the preview show, and he earned it.
Oh, he's a great quarterback.
Knowledgeable as can
He's
be.
very intelligent. He's knowledgeable of the defenses. He knows his new coach's playbook. They worked together for years and years in Green Bay. It's going to be a wrap. I see the Steelers winning the division.
Everybody
Just
said
because I'm a Steeler fan, this year is going to be the year that they make a run into the playoffs.
everybody said he'd ruin the locker room. That hasn't happened.
No, man.
Just because he's been around for so long, and then he's got this entire way of running offenses, he's mic'd up like everybody else is.
Yeah. I don't see Baltimore being the team to beat this year. I think that they're going to be third place. And it'll be very close between the first three, as a division. And Cleveland's just not going to be like a factor whatsoever.
What year do you think they'll surprise us, though?
Cleveland?
Yeah.
I think we'll be dead by then. I think the team will change ownership they'll need to change ownership to be competitive.
Well, then they might do
Haslam's
that.
destroying them.
They might do that if things go too good.
Yeah,
They'll almost think that it's like, something's wrong. Something's wrong. And then they'll just get rid of who's ever an asset.
All right, Zach, we got Ingo Swan coming up here in a couple minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a song. We're going to get set up for them, and then we'll be right back. This is Avoid Dead. The song is called The Virus. And I'll see you on the flip side, man.
All right.
I'll be back.
All right, man. That was Void Dead with the virus. We have some special guests in our green room. We're about to bring them in. So from the City of Champions, where the steel is tough,
Yes.
the music is rocking, and football is legendary, this is Ingo Swan. Ingo Swan, welcome to the show. So from the City of Champions, where the steel is tough,
How are we gonna hear
music
him?
is rocking, and football is legendary. This is you guys. Swan. Can you guys turn off?
What's up, Jeff? What's up, Zach?
How's it
Hey
going?
man, how are you doing?
guys.
All right, excellent. Hey man,
You hear us?
yeah, I can hear you totally fine.
Yep. We got you.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can't hear you though.
No, you can't hear us?
Huh.
Let's see. What we got? Should be good.
Yeah, I got you guys turned all the way up. We can hear
Yeah.
you totally fine.
Yeah, we can hear you guys.
Hear yourself. How about now?
Yeah, can
Yeah,
you,
yeah, we can hear them.
I can hear you.
We can't hear you.
All right.
Hmm.
Well, if you want to use your
I got the volume at 76.
yeah, I know. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
All right, hold on one second. Let me check something out.
Troubleshoots. No.
Do me a favor. Sign out and
I
sign
can
right
hear
back.
you through the phone. I got
Yeah.
my phone on the side. We can hear you, but I can't hear you through the computer.
All right, so then just listen to me through the phone, and I'll be cool with that.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, is that all right with you? Here, I'll leave you a little message. You see the comments.
Oh, they signed out and then. They're trying to go back in.
Yeah, this happens from time to time. Normally, though, like... How's that?
Any better?
But we can't hear crap.
Yeah, so...
Oh, that sucks.
Hold on.
Let's see what
Yeah.
they- Yeah,
Phone.
the comment.
There you go. Listen through the phone. We'll be fine with that, okay?
Yeah.
I don't care if there's a little bit of an echo.
Yeah, no biggie.
All right, guys. So you're in the Steel Town. You're in Pittsburgh. I want to ask you a couple of questions about the Steelers because we're in Cleveland,
Just be a little delay.
of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
All right. So, you're in the Steel Town. You're in Pittsburgh. I want to ask you a couple of questions about the Steelers because we're in Cleveland.
Just be a little delay.
And go for it.
Yeah.
All right. You're in the Steel Town. You're in Pittsburgh. I want to ask you a couple of questions about the Steelers because we're in Cleveland.
Just be a little delay.
And go for it. All right, guys. How about this?
It just keeps repeating.
It's repeating.
Don't worry about this. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to take you off, and then I'm going to send you a message on Facebook. I'm going to play a song. I'm going to send you a message on Facebook. I'm going to get your phone number, and we're going to call you. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to take you off, and then I'm going to send you a message on Facebook. I'm going to play a song. I'm going to send you a message on Facebook. I'm going to get your phone number, and we're going to call you.
Sounds good.
All right. See you soon. I'm going to send you a message on Facebook. I'm going to play a song. I'm going to send you a message on... All right, guys. Sorry about that.
That happens sometimes.
We're going to play a song and then get this set up so that we could call him and get him on the phone. All right? So this is Superior Rage, and the name of the song is called The Death of the Red Dragon, and we'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Hi, it's Drew.
Good evening. This is
All right.
Outlaw Radio Nation with the Heavy Metal Gridiron. How you doing, man?
Good. What's happening?
All right, so we got you on. They're not going to be able to see you.
Sadly.
Actually, we can.
Yeah, you can. There you go.
We'll do this, but we'll talk through the phone. All right?
That's what I figured you'd do.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that works.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening, guys.
Hey, now that we have you on, finally, and you guys are in Pittsburgh, we want to ask you some Steeler questions. Is that cool?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. So, what have you seen with the quarterback competition between Drew, Howard, and Rudolph? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to carry 4 quarterbacks? What do you think is going to go on?
Go ahead, Sean.
I do think that they are. McCarthy with the new coach McCarthy, he's an offensive coach. I think he likes both of them. I think they will keep them. Rudolph, of course, is going to be the backup. He's the vet. He looks the best out there in preseason. So, of course, he's going to be your backup. And then, we're going to see the next game. Aller and Howard are going to get all of the time in the game. So you're going to get to see who's better.
Interesting, man.
Yeah, I like it.
I was asking Zack, has Mason Rudolph had any playing time in the preseason?
First game, first couple series.
First game.
He played okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but with these 2 rookies, you have to assume that he's going to be the backup. There's really no question, I don't think, in my mind. You got Aaron Rodgers, who great in his day, but he could fall over dead at any minute. You never know.
True.
The guy's 312.
True, you need a strong backup. And Mason Rudolph knows the system. He's been there a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
At least in and out. He was in and out. But yeah, I think he's definitely the backup. And Sean's opinion is they're going to keep 4. McCarthy said as much today that they're going to keep 4. But I think if there's an odd man out at this point, it's probably going to be Will Howard. If there's an odd man out.
Yeah, he didn't look so great that last game whatsoever. He looked really rough out there.
But there's room for improvement.
Or as we say here in Pittsburgh, Will Howard.
Howard.
Hey, man, so what do you think of the predictions that they're saying that Pittsburgh is going to be in 3rd place? What do you think?
I mean, they sort of say that every year, right? And somehow we end up on top. It's got to be the Ravens and the Bengals every year, but it doesn't really end up that way.
Yeah, well, Burrow never stays healthy. That's the problem.
Never does. Never does. And Lamar's no spring chicken.
No, he's up there too.
Well, let me say this. How much do you guys hate the fact that the refs play so much against Pittsburgh, do you think? Do you think they do or don't?
Yeah, I mean, we hate to lean too deep into that. What do you think, Sean?
It happens, but I'm usually in that camp that when you get a bad call against you in a game, usually something's going to go your way later. It usually evens out. I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist when it comes to refereeing or fixed games or something like that.
If you let it be close enough that 1 or 2 plays ruins the game, you probably weren't going to win anyway.
Right.
I might be dumb on that one, but that's just my feeling.
No, I get it. I get it.
Wide receiver core looks pretty good. Some of the tallest wide receivers in the whole league.
For sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, I'm glad that Pittsburgh's being smart and they're not playing any of their main starters. That's a really big move for them. They're saving them. them.
For sure.
That's usually the case. It should be the case around the league. I agree with that completely, especially the veterans who know what they're doing. They don't need to be out there in preseason games.
Are you guys excited about Deshaun Watson starting for the Browns?
Absolutely.
Isn't that great?
They couldn't have made a worse choice. I love it.
I hope he stays semi-healthy so we can play against him.
For sure.
Well, that's
wonder-
if he doesn't get booed off the team next.
I was
That's-
going to say, I wonder if the Browns fans are actually happy about that or not.
Didn't
No.
seem like it.
No, they're all
No.
pissed off.
I feel bad for them. It's the big rivalry, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and all that. But Cleveland fans are a lot like Pittsburgh fans. I was just saying this to Drew. If the Steelers were bad for a long time, we'd all still love the Steelers. So we have the same mentality. I feel bad for the fans because they're managed so horribly, that team.
Yeah. Well, man, their whole front office is a disaster.
They just don't seem to know what they're doing. They can't get out of their own way.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, you said it was if you didn't go to a comedy club, you'd watch Cleveland play. Their front office in there.
That's true, man. That's true.
Oh.
Yeah. And we've got
Yeah,
Browns fans out there that are commenting right now. They're saying that, Haslam needs to go.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. All right, guys. Let me ask you this. I haven't seen you since you guys performed at the Road to Revival. That was a very cool set that you guys put on. It was awesome. And
Thank you.
Zach had a question. He was wondering, do you guys tour around? Do you guys come to Cleveland and play? Or are you mostly just playing in PA?
Yeah.
I'm going to let Drew answer this one.
So we just started playing in February of 2026. We
Wow.
got 40 shows in, including that House of Blues. So for 2027, we actually we can't go too deep into it now, but we have signed with a rather large booking company. We're going to be doing touring pretty much north and east, kind of Wisconsin, across the north, and then down to Virginia, et cetera. We would love to come to Cleveland. We just booked in Akron for November 6th at the Vortex.
Nice.
And our goal is next year to play in Pittsburgh maybe once a month, every 6 weeks, something like that. We want to get Akron, Cleveland, Erie, Buffalo, Weirton, that kind of thing.
Yeah, tour regionally. That's a good idea.
Regionally.
Yeah.
For 2027, yeah.
Yeah, and Jeff kind of agreed with me, I think, a little bit. I heard you guys play. You have some of your live shows on YouTube that they put up. And then some of your songs are on there and probably on Spotify, I would guess. And
Yes.
you guys, when I heard him, it kind of gave off Trivium vibes, a lot of, and it sounds incredible.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, we get compared to a lot. We put out our last single, Sinking, was compared to, Alice in Chains,
Love Alice in
things like
Chains.
that. And our new one's a little heavier, so, maybe a little Korn influence, that kind of thing.
We're releasing that tonight. We're dropping that on all the streaming services, Spotify, YouTube.
Oh, everyone
Music.
should go check that out.
Apple.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's called Nihilism, and it's going to be dropped tonight at midnight.
For real.
So please check it out. It's a little harder and heavier than the stuff that we put out before. I love it. It's one of my faves.
that's actually
And
the
Jeff, I
song.
think-
That's actually the song I was going to play for you.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
You don't mind if we drop it a little bit early, do you?
Well, no, world premiere, brother.
All right,
Yeah.
very
Good to
cool.
me.
Because that's
Hey.
what we stand for is heavy metal music, and if it's a little harder,
right.
it fits right in.
I had when I listened to it, I definitely heard the Trivium in it, and I also heard the
I said bullet a little bit. but it-
Godsmack too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got classified as alt metal.
Yeah.
We thought, we kind of consider ourselves a hard rock band, but I mean, genres kind of are all blending together nowadays. So, it's good music. We like it, and we hope the fans do as well.
Very cool. All right, before we play that song and we let you guys go, tell our listeners out there where they can find you, like websites, where they can find your music, where they
Spotify,
can hear
for
you,
sure.
where they could buy your merchandise and all that great stuff.
Yeah, so we are on all streaming services, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, iHeartRadio. We're on our is Facebook.com, The Ingo Swan Band, INGOSWAN, The Ingo Swan Band. And we have an EPK
Of course.
at www.ingo-swan.com. They can check out all the photos on there. We've got all of our streaming stuff on there as well.
All right.
And
very
as
cool.
they should check it out.
Yeah.
It's-
So, listeners out there, check out Ingo Swan. Super cool band. Would you guys like to introduce your song?
Sure, yeah. So this will be the final song on our new album. The album will be called Penetration. It'll be released in November. This is the single, the follow-up to Sinking. This is a song about just giving up, nothing left, finding nothing. It's called Nihilism.
All right, very cool.
Awesome.
You guys have a fantastic night. This is Ingo Swan, and this is their brand new song debuting right now. Check it out.
Thanks,
Guys,
man.
Thanks,
All right.
Jeff.
have a great night.
Have a good one, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us on your debut show.
Awesome, man.
Certainly.
Thank you so much. It's been
Thanks
super
for
cool.
coming.
You'll be coming
Thanks,
back
guys.
on because we're going to have to talk more Steelers later.
Absolutely, for
All
sure.
right, very cool. All right, guys.
All
have
right,
a good
guys.
one.
Thanks.
Take it
You too.
easy.
Violence for its own sake. Avoiders left in its wake. There's nothing to give or take. Stress and fear are very clearly illusion to confusion, and it's meaningless. There is nothing. All in one in none. The binding boxes come undone. Where are we to find a sun? There is nothing. No emotion never was. The commotion is a fading buzz. There's nothing here to tell. There's nothing here to sell in the void. In the void. His body's on the floor. There ain't no rhyme or reason. Don't tell me you got bored. Well, you can run, you can hide. Don't say it's
Well, that was, we kicked it off with Ingo Swann, Nihilism. That song rocked, didn't it?
Yes, it did. And definitely the Alice in Chains and the Godsmack vibes all came through, just as they said.
And then I played you Damaged Inc. Had a Alice in Chains vibe to it.
Yeah, and I'm all for that. I introduced you to my side of that.
Yeah. Well, I knew you liked that type of music. That's why I put it in for you.
Yeah.
That was a cool interview with them, too, right?
Yeah, we need them more.
So I was thinking, guys, if you're out there still listening, I'd like to bring you on more, be our eyes and ears in Pittsburgh so we could get updates on what the Steelers are up to.
The nitty-gritty.
The nitty-gritty, because you guys know. All right? So that'd be super cool. If
They
we
just
could have
shouted
you.
out right there.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you, man.
Yes.
Thank you so much. That was a good time.
For coming on our debut, too.
Yeah.
And theirs, for their touring.
Exactly right. That's what we do, man. We get the word out.
Promote and say, all right.
Promote them.
But they got to own up. I think they will.
Yeah.
I think they will.
I think they will, too. All right, so this is going to be the Zack Attacks community breakdowns. And take it away, Zack.
So basically, for those that don't know, when I was on the Sunday shows, Outlaw Radio, also watch that. I did a basically top 5 with a community question. I started throwing that in there. But we do have some news that popped up. First one being, this hits for my mom, and I did tell her to watch, so she might be, honestly.
Hey, Ma.
But, so I don't know who heard this, but her first concert that she ever went to, that is my knowledge, was ZZ Top, and we all heard about Frank Beard that passed away. Yeah, 77 years. Oh, no. Well, he was their drummer, so that's fitting. You know, but yeah, he passed away, last week, I believe? And, yeah, 77 years old, passed away. And, but then well, that's for his,
That's for,
we
that's
know
for
where he
Frank.
is. We know where he is.
Yeah.
But then, for number
He's a
2.
sharp-dressed man.
Of course he is. Of course he is up there.
Hell yeah, he is.
But number 2, and this kind of ties into what we were talking about with Ingo Swann, with the Trivium vibes. Trivium is decided, and I saw this today, they are teaming up with the band In Flames for a 2027 Europe tour. So that whole thing that I was talking about a long time ago with them and, what was it, them and Bowler for My Valentine, I believe? Trivium and Bowler that did the debut tour, and then they broke it off for whatever reason. Trivium's still full-blown touring, full-blown doing everything, but did you see In Flames come into it? That's a...
Oh, wow, no, I did not.
That's a random right there. In Flames. They have a song in Guitar Hero, though, so that's how I know about them the best. And then, of course, we have one for 3 that deals with some health concerns and things that came up. And that would be, I don't know how much people know about Bret Michaels, but he's sort of, I always compared him to Kid Rock a little bit, like a standout musician, Bret Michaels. And but he is stepping down from touring now due to he's worried about his health. I saw today it's kidney stones that he has, and of course he's type 1 diabetic. So that stuff might be kicking up in flame, but he decided to step down. But addressing...
He also, there was also rumors that he didn't want to tour with Poison because, well, the members of Poison were pissed off because they were going to take a smaller cut than he was going to take.
Oh, really? Well, he is the front man, though, most of the time. Bret
you would almost think that the front man should get more money, but
I
don't know how the dynamics in that band works. But yeah, I did hear about him being ill.
But speaking of that, though, even if, and this is kind of a little out there, this was fresh news today, and you already know where I'm going with this.
Let me fix your mic for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Fresh news today, even if this show is the furthest thing from it, when we did, when I was on Outlaw, and we dedicated a whole thing to Ozzy Osbourne when he passed away.
Yeah.
For Country Hurtin' Tonight, that's Miss Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
That passed. That's sad.
Yeah, for country music, she was an icon for a long, long time. And Jolene.
You couldn't, and apparently she was really big in branding for things. Like, Dolly was everything to do with country.
Do you know her, when she died, her net worth was $450 million?
I do now.
I looked it up. I wanted to see how much she was worth.
But, even if we're Heavy Metal Gridiron and it's, for country is furthest thing in our dialect, it's icon. For like Ozzy was the forming of metal and everything involving. Dolly was everything for country. And I saw something, too, that she, I think it was last year, something like that, debuted a rock album. Did you see that?
Well, yeah, she's done rock. She was in a movie with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Can't remember the freaking name of it.
So, obviously, in your own minutes of silence for Dolly, because that hits to Dolly. Yeah, that hurts.
Well, let's give her a moment of silence.
We can do that.
It's for you, Dolly.
But then, of course, we have, there's also a birthday that's today, and that is one of your favorite people to mention, Mr. Rob Halford.
Rob Halford, baby. Turbo Lover.
Yes, his birthday's today. But on top of that, I think you are 100% right, by the way, with the fact that bands announce their retirement, and it's sometimes the fakest thing that there is.
Well,
because
it is.
He's debuting an album coming up again.
Yeah. Hey, this is for Rob Halford for your birthday, man.
The power of the dark side.
That fits perfectly for Halford. But yeah, the fake retirement thing, but I don't know.
Motley Crue.
Yeah. Or remember the last one I said about what was that? Megadeth. Who knows?
Yeah. They're on tour now. They're over in the overseas right now.
Well, that album that was The End Is Near, that one is still full blown news. That one's still out. But when I saw this, I'm like, you know what? Maybe they won't. And
I think they might retire from touring, but I think they'll still release songs.
Oh yeah.
Like I think Motley Crue should have just retired from touring and just release songs, or did a Vegas thing because
what, like Metallica's doing, done. Like the Sphere, maybe.
Yeah, I think that. Well, I think the future of metal and stuff is where it's going to go, and let's be honest, the future of metal is going to be all AI. It's going to be all like projected concerts.
Well, like, you don't think that AI is going to start making metal bands, do you?
They already are.
How? Yeah.
A lot of the music that's out there is AI.
True.
A lot of the recording, like if you're a guitar player and you don't have the ability to do drums or bass or keyboards, you're just going to use AI.
Is it? You don't think this is the tie-in thing? To remember, you told your old co-host, you told him that Pearl Jam, when they replaced what was it, Cameron, the drummer that they had, and they were replacing him with a bunch of young guys, because you don't think it'll fall in that stream, do you? Like a AI instead of younger, just because, like you said, drumming and guitar playing. And
I think as far as studio work is concerned, you might see a lot of AI drumming because it's just perfect, and you could call up whatever style and whatever drummer you want. You might see recording like that.
Yeah.
But nothing will ever replace live shows and having a live drummer,
Oh, no.
a live band.
Well,
but then again, I mean, they could use AI for backing tracks and all kinds of shit.
Oh, or repeating and then, like looping.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
They do all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's probably limitless as far as AI is concerned.
So now we have your favorite, the community question.
Community question, baby.
Yeah, number 5 that comes in. And Jeff, we'll start with you, obviously, and then feel free to comment, add in all of Outlaw and Heavy Gridiron fans. So I saw this, and it kind of, my personal take on it, it kind of upsets me a little bit, but it might not upset other people. And it's the community question being, how do you feel about bands/artists, because it also throws like rap artists and things in, so just bands and artists in general, after they've passed away, like how do you feel about like their companies or their organizations like releasing songs and treating them as if they were brand new now?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. How do I feel about it? I think I'm all for it. I love the idea of them releasing material, especially after, say, the singers died or stuff like that. Like, for instance, Nirvana. If they had a whole album's worth of material, although Courtney Love is in control of that, and she, dictates when they can release stuff. But I kind of like the idea if they would have put out maybe some old Jimi Hendrix,
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of beat me up a little bit. And the biggest thing that gave me the example of that was I was scrolling through Spotify at work one day, and a new album from Mac Miller came up. Like a brand new one that was never seen by nobody. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, well, how long has he been dead?
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't debut that as new.
Well, you can if it's never been released.
Sometimes they have, like, and some people say sometimes it's like the studio stuff that they recorded. Like you could sit in a studio with somebody and have like a list of 20 or 30 songs and only release a quarter.
Well, for instance, Van Halen is going to release an album.
Really? And that one I didn't see.
And it's going to be, I can't remember the freaking guy's name that plays guitar on it. But he was a good friend of Eddie's, okay? And Alex Van Halen, who's the drummer, is working with him. I just can't think of the dude's name right now. But they're going to release an album because there is all this material that was written that they have albums and albums and albums worth at the 5150 studios.
Yeah.
And then the money from the royalties will go to Alex Van Halen and their community. Their families.
Maybe it's just me that feels like it's new, but it doesn't. For me, it just doesn't feel the same. Like if
it's not.
The person's not alive, and you're sitting there just debuting like, imagine a new listener. Like, oh shit, who is this? And it's like, well, this person's been dead for 6-7 years, or something. It's like, you can't go do anything with them. It's.
I think I'm all for it, right? And I get how you could say maybe it's not a new track, but it is a new track. So I think I'm all for it.
I mean, I'm on board, especially like you said with the Van Halen one. I didn't even know that they were coming out with a new one of them. I would still listen to it, especially if it's like. There could be some that's deep cuts from just Eddie himself when he was alive.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes out on that. I guess that they have tons and tons of material. And a lot of bands do. I mean, like if they were to lose, say, maybe James Hetfield, right?
Yeah.
They could probably release tons of music. They probably have a bunch of B-side stuff that And all bands do.
Yeah.
I remember when I played in the band, we had tons of material, stuff that we hadn't even put out yet.
So that's sort of just like the studio recordings and stuff. It's like you're sitting on an album, like you're sitting on an album basically of all EPs.
And to be honest,
and
bands aren't really big icon bands like Metallica and stuff. Rush, they're still releasing full albums, you know, like Linkin Park and stuff. But really, the game is at releasing singles.
And yeah, speaking of which, Rise Against on the way here, I didn't listen to it yet. They have a brand new one on top of the album they just put out. And then I saw a thing for Rush that is they played a show recently, and they did the entire set of 2112.
Yeah.
And that was how many years ago that they made 2112?
Yeah.
And they still played it like it was, oh, you guys remember this?
Well, for instance, when Jim Morrison passed, the Doors came out with some new material that was never released before, and Jim Morrison was on it, and a lot of his poetry and stuff like that, and he'd been long gone.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I'm for it. It's just, you know, I didn't know how the community felt about it, nor did I know how you felt about it, because, you know,
I'm sure they'll do the same thing with Ozzy's material. I'm sure there's a bunch of tracks they haven't released yet.
And whoever should sign those over.
Do you know that Ozzy did a song with Taylor Swift?
Really?
Yeah, it was a Christmas song. It was awful. It was one of the worst metal collabs ever. All right, guys.
Yeah.
That was the breakdowns.
Yep.
We're going to play a song, and when we come back, we're going to talk about our picks for the Super Bowl. And then we're going to wrap this bitch up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is Circle of Nero, Empire of Disorder, and we'll be right back.
All right, stay in it.
All right, man. Circle and Arrow. They're from Washington, D.C. That was Empire of Disorder. Cool tune, right?
And that wasn't disorderly at all.
No, not disorderly whatsoever.
No.
Hey, man. Yeah, very cool. Good stuff in the breakdowns. I like the community question. It was made me think a little bit.
I'm still thinking, but I'm like you. I'm for it. As long as, it's not anything way off base.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the Super Bowl, because I want to make my prediction as to who's going to be in the Super Bowl next year. I'm actually going to make my prediction as who's going to win the Super Bowl.
Going bold, huh?
So Vegas has it at the Los Angeles Rams lead early in the 2027 Super Bowl predictions. The prediction markets sitting as favorites with around a 14 or 15% implied probability that they will win the Super Bowl. The other two teams, though, are the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks.
The Seahawks, really?
They're a great team.
Oh, well, we talked about that in the preview show, that all the former people that really made Seattle a big name, and that their organization was stellar, just like Baltimore's.
Yeah. Well, you have to have a good organization. It comes from the top and it works itself down. That's why Pittsburgh's always maintained such a prowess in the NFL, because they have a great front office.
Yeah, nobody ever questioned that Tomlin didn't know what he was doing.
No. Well, we question what's going on with Cleveland because Haslam's an idiot, and they make really questionable decisions. Like, for instance, let's just go back in time for a minute before we say our prediction. Baker Mayfield. They should have kept that dude. It was such a slap in his face that they brought in Deshaun Watson for $250 million or something, right? Why get rid of a guy that was playing through pain, and he had the ability because he took him to a playoff game. They beat the Steelers, remember?
Yeah, that was a sad day. But in the same, because no matter what, I mean, I know my girl wants me to root for the Browns every now and then. I know, but I'll still always pull Pittsburgh for that. And
sure, honey. Yeah, honey. Yeah, honey.
No, she knows I don't lie. She knows I don't lie about nothing. But they, you know what? At the same time, Watson getting paid all that money. But I believe that going to Cleveland for only some people is expanding, because look at Mayfield now. It taught him the things not to do.
True, that's true. I guess Cleveland is a big stomping ground for quarterbacks to learn what not to do.
Like, I don't know. It seems to me like maybe people treat because I said in the preview show that I was upset when you would bring like how did you feel about Odell Beckham coming on when he did? Giants, one of their main players, comes to Cleveland. I got upset when I would see, like I mentioned, RG3 when he came along and stuff like that.
Forget those guys.
Yeah, these big names that would come to Cleveland, it was almost like an upset. But sometimes it might not be an upset. Like, they go on to bury ever playing for Cleveland. They just go on to do incredible things everywhere else.
Do you know,
and
I bring this up
insane.
a lot, and this just goes to show, and this is a main thing, and this is for you out there, Matt, to hear this. Do you know when Pittsburgh had their last number 1 draft pick? Do you know who it was? Terry Bradshaw.
Was their last one?
Their last number 1 draft pick for a quarterback.
But see, what did he...
you could take somebody in the first round as a quarterback, but what I mean, number 1 pick was Terry Bradshaw.
Let's see, the thing
that was
is,
like in the 70s.
Well, look what he went and did. He was incredible.
Yeah, he was incredible.
Look at the organization. Like you said, the organization showed him how to be interstellar, and he did it.
They said that Terry Bradshaw, when he came into the league, he couldn't even spell. He was a hillbilly, and look what he did. He blew it up.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, the whole organization is great from top to bottom. That's where Cleveland... I'm from Cleveland, and we're both from Cleveland,
Yep.
We just happen to both be Steeler fans and be friends, and both love metal. So, I mean,
let's just say
really well.
we were tired of Sunday being crushed. for being
Yeah.
It was just an upset, man. Anytime that Cleveland would get close to something and you thought, damn, I mean they're trying and you can see it. I mean, it would just and listening to my grandpa comment, cuz like not on here, but he'll watch Cleveland play. Like he watched their preseason.
Remember when they brought Brady Quinn? It's it's been just so many quarterbacks. They're always looking for this guy, this franchise quarterback. And they just make horrible decisions and bring in the wrong quarterbacks.
Well, like the one
and
comment,
they don't train them well either. They don't let them. It's not like for instance, they got Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh this year, and they got 2 rookies that are going to sit behind Mason Rudolph. They're going to carry 4 quarterbacks, right? And so that those guys can learn.
How many is Cleveland carrying? Because I think they have 4 too.
That's how New England did it. Remember how long like people sat behind Brady, you know? That's how you do it. You got to bring them up. You don't just fucking throw them into there and see how they do. And most of them are just going to wash out.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Colt McCoy.
At this point, you could almost look as the Cleveland Browns regular season as just one big training camp.
True. Hey, I also want to stop and say this real quick. I want to say hi to King Ern in Berlin. Very cool that you could tune in to us.
That's awesome from Berlin.
Also, I would like to say hi to the person that tuned in from Australia. That's
We're
super
paying
cool.
attention.
We are streaming around the world. And, yeah, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in to our debut show. Super cool. But, yeah, just going back to the quarterback thing, and I just want to bring this up one last time. Very questionable decision-making on Cleveland's part. They brought in a sexual offender at quarterback, and the guy has an attitude problem. Also on the team is another guy with a huge attitude problem, Shadur Sanders. They make horrible decisions, and I think what's going to happen next year, Watson and Shadur may not even be with the team next year.
No, my favorite thing with that is when somebody demands respect from a city.
Well, demanding respect and not delivering is 2 different things. I mean, he's demanding respect, but he's never delivered the goods.
Oh,
ever.
Well, you know what his argument would be. I was laid up. I was hurt. You know, like, how am I going to be able to do anything with that? And that's valid. Well, that's a valid argument. Like, yeah, you were. If you'd have been out there, I don't know what would have changed, but...
Well, we've seen him out there, and he makes poor decisions. He's not mobile like he was. He's not the quarterback he was when he was in Houston.
No.
We all know that.
And I actually do like the Texans.
And I also feel bad for Cleveland because I miss the days, and Matt, you know this is true, I miss the days of the rivalry between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Those were great times with Ozar and Sipe. And
you said it died off.
It died because, well, first off, Cleveland lost their team to Baltimore when they moved. And they won the Super Bowl, which was the Cleveland Browns really winning the Super Bowl.
Well, that's where I said in the preview show that really now you get more mad and not mad. You get more fired up about Steelers in Baltimore now.
Oh, yeah. I hate Baltimore. I hate that team. They're a piece of shit team. And if you want to talk about like dirty play, because Robbins mentioned it to me that the Steelers are dirty. I kind of like it. We kick ass. That's the difference. We're very a violent football team, and we're dominating on defense.
Well, if it's still true, what
football's a violent game.
Yeah, you can't turn it into princess flag football. You can't do that. But I'm all for trying to keep the players playing the games. And I thought about that a little bit. What if when we were talking a little bit before the show, how with Watson being paid all this money, right? And you kind of can't get rid of him because what if that's part of it was the fact it's like he's paid ungodly amounts of money, right? So if you're trying to keep your equity with these people, is that why they're implementing more rules and regulations because so many of these players are falling out and then they're just constantly losing money?
Well, yeah, that's true. When you lose a big player, a franchise player to injuries, you got to change the game a little bit because these quarterbacks were getting destroyed. It's not the same game it was in the 70s whatsoever.
No, and the NFL themselves isn't mad about it, but the fans, man, like when we talked in the preview show about, I asked, how do you feel about the kickoff rules? And
I hate that kickoff. It's so stupid.
It doesn't. I don't see any major change involving, like, if they're gonna blame it on, oh, it's less injuries because you're running, 20 some miles an hour full attack mode on the guy that receives the ball.
And listen, 9 times out of 10, it goes into the end zone anyway. It's always a touchback.
Yeah.
And they did it so that, one, it was safer, and 2, that they could bring up the football farther. But I liked it when they ran at each other like gladiators. I thought that was cool.
Oh, yeah.
The changes do suck. But, I mean, it is safer for the players. And let's be honest, like, the game is sped up so much more. That the players are much more physical.
It is. The game is sped a lot more up.
Yeah.
And they did the same thing with baseball, too. I hate
baseball.
They did so many rules and regulation changes to that, too, where the game used to run like 3-4 hours on public broadcast. Now it's got like a 2.5 hour window.
They need to do that with hockey.
You'd miss half your fights, Jeff.
The fights are the best part.
Yeah, you'd miss half of your fights. Take that out.
Well, now there's a lot of fighting in all sports. And football, every single game there's some type of fight.
Yeah.
And they're more violent. They've gotten more and more violent. I think that's just our world that we're in today. And let's talk about when Myles Garrett smashed Mason Rudolph
I was just
going to
say that.
with the helmet. We've seen it happen many times last year where they used the helmets as weapons. So.
And I remember you put up that he should have been tossed.
He should have been tossed out of the league.
I remember, yeah. And I mean,
Mason Rudolph should have also been fined because I'm pretty sure whatever he said to Myles Garrett really set him off.
And
if he dropped the N-bomb, I don't know. You could have kicked him in the nuts. Who knows?
Don't you kind of wish that you would get sometimes, like, how there's behind the scenes to everything, and I think, like, if you paid for the NFL app, like the whole $100 a month thing, or no, $100 a year thing, you get some of the chatter in the helmets and stuff like that. I wonder what those conversations are like.
I bet that's some really good behind-the-scenes film. I would love to hear some of that.
Because, like,
maybe one day they'll put it out there.
Well, because, like, how much is a quarterback really a genuine quarterback versus whatever offensive coordinator's telling you to do?
I miss the quarterbacks like Roethlisberger, who didn't even take the calls, and he would just go out there and just play schoolyard football.
And not only that, as much as people might hate him, you know what? Like I said in the preview show, I'll say it again. I have never seen another quarterback play with a broken foot, go out there and still throw down, and I've never seen somebody do that.
Well, I mean,
ever since him.
We have seen quarterbacks play injured, like Baker Mayfield. Yeah. He was all fucked up. And he played through that whole season, and the Browns shit on him. And then he went to Tampa Bay and killed it. And he'll probably kill it again this year.
Gets in the playoffs, gets every perk. I don't know if you want to get into it, but I think in the preview show, you were saying you have had some dust to dig up, maybe on, what is that? The dude from Cleveland, one of the Johnny Manziel.
Oh, Johnny Manziel. He hates the Browns. He roots against the Browns every year. He hopes they always lose.
I said he was a try-hard just because, like, and then what did he do? He went and played in a different league.
Well, look, again, they brought in a quarterback that probably should have not been brought into the NFL because he was too small to begin with.
Well, so was Gabriel.
And he had a huge ego. And, I mean, it was just a really bad situation. He was a drug addict, and, I know stories about Baker Mayfield.
Manziel.
Johnny Manziel. Yeah. I know stories about him because I worked at a place where he used to come to. And when he was not supposed to be drinking, he was drinking. So he never took his career serious. He did feel like the Browns did them wrong. They probably did because they do everybody wrong.
I mean, and granted, I have no idea what the limitations are.
They could have had Joe Flacco. He could have been like the...
That's who the Battle of the Old Guys was.
Yeah, the Battle of the Old Guys.
Flacco and...
and Rodgers.
Yep.
Well, they could have had Flacco last year. They could have probably had him this year as well.
Who's he play for now?
I don't know who he's with.
He's a backup, I think. He's not even a...
Well, he's a perfect backup then. Mm-hmm. And you know what? They could have had him in Cleveland and sat the rookies behind him. There was no reason to ever bring Watson in.
I think Flacco was more of a threat for a wash-up than Rodgers was.
It was a Haslam mistake bringing in Watson, and now that they have him, and because he's worth so much money, they got to get something out of him, so they're playing him. Yeah. And it comes from the front office down, and I think the coach's hands are tied, and well, let's be honest, we're probably looking at 2 or 3 games before he either gets injured or he sucks so bad and they boo him so much that they got to take him out.
Well, even the preseason games that I've tuned into now with the AFC, people are getting carted off like flies already.
And here, this is the thing, too. And I'll say this before we're going to get out of here with Cleveland. And I'm just going to say it like Sanders is not the quarterback for them. Right? This is just a wasted year. This is just a year that they're going to collect more draft picks, and then they're going to go into next year and go for their franchise player. This is a wash.
Yeah.
And the fans in Cleveland are all pissed off because Sanders didn't get picked, right? Does it fucking matter? He's the best of the worst, right? I mean, it's like he sucks as bad as Watson does. Not as bad. He's a little less sucky. But he's still not a great quarterback. And then the guy that got beneath him, Dylan Gabriel, can't even see over the line. He's a little tiny boy in a little tiny pants playing football. He's tiny, right? So, I mean, he's worthless on the roster, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those that's, well, you said the same thing. And who was the one that for the Steelers that you said might not have been all the way ready, but he's still in it. Was that Howard?
No, Howard is... I don't see him ever being the starting quarterback for the Steelers. In my opinion, I don't think he has it. I think he's going to be a wash. Drew Aller is going to be the quarterback of the future for the Steelers. If he stays healthy and he learns, he sits behind Mason Rudolph this year, and what's his face? Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers retires next year. Mason Rudolph becomes Drew's backup, and that's how I see it going next year.
I don't think they'll get rid of Mason Rudolph. I mean, my stepdad, on the other hand, he says, that dude is so freaking sketchy to see on the field. But like Indigo Swan said and all them, perfect backup though. You have a veteran out there that knows how the Steelers organization runs, and if for some reason Rodgers goes down, Well,
let's say this. Let's say Rodgers decides, hey, next year I want to play still. There's nothing stopping him from being the backup to Drew. Or the backup or the third string quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You would still have a guy in the backup that could come in and play.
So do you think, unlike Brady, because Brady never thought to do that. When he was done, he was done.
Remember when the Steelers had Charlie Batch and he was the backup to Ben? He was he was a good quarterback, and he came in and he played good football. And
it seems like, if anything, Rodgers, he's retiring this year, and if he decides, he could pull a Joe Flacco.
He's not going to. He's going to retire. I feel like that's going to happen. But let's just say he did want to play another year. He'd be the perfect backup for any team.
I wonder what they'd pay him.
It's like bringing Peyton Manning as their backup quarterback. You know what I mean? It's like Ben Roethlisberger as the backup to like Mason Rudolph. I mean, you can't really go wrong, and you probably win a lot of games bringing those dudes in.
I was gonna say, I feel like you want to get something off your chest, though. The hate toward the Chiefs. I remember. I hope
fucking hate the Chiefs, man.
I hope they're far from it. It was.
They still say that the Chiefs are in the running for the Super Bowl.
Again.
Travis Kelce, is he gonna retire? Now that he's married to the Taylor Swift.
Is he married or engaged?
I think they're married.
And
I think they tied the knot.
If
they both suck, I hate both those.
If it comes down to it, I mean, I think.
What's your girlfriend's name?
Anna.
Hey, Anna. I hate Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, she knows. She know. But you know what? You said though that you didn't necessarily hate her. It was what she did to football. That was.
And she's super annoying. Yeah, they are married.
Are they?
Matt just
Okay.
said. Yeah, they got married this past summer.
But
yeah, they're annoying. I can't stand the two of them. I hate when they pan over to her. It's just really freaking annoying.
Well, and then I remember in the preview show how we talked about the halftime show, how much it tanked, and that it should have had Metallica who wanted to do it.
They'll never do it.
No, I did see something today though. For the season opener for Seattle, they're having Soundgarden play.
Yeah, they do stuff like that. Metallica played for an Oakland Raiders game one time, but I was looking it up, and this year they have 3 people listed as possibles: Justin Timberlake, Backstreet Boys. And I looked and saw why they don't have metal for the halftime show. The NFL is more for pop culture, and they can reach more people through pop culture and pop music than they can with metal, because metal is kind of like a niche.
You know, what if they did a farewell for AC/DC and had them?
Yeah, it would be awesome, but it's never going to happen.
You know, the Foo Fighters decided to open up for them though, and the Foo Fighters, they commented on that and they said it was a lifetime achievement.
Yeah.
To open for AC/DC.
Well, you'll never see like a rock band or even a metal band. The best you'll ever get is something like Bruce Springsteen at the Super Bowl. Please God, no.
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 But in 2016, when AC/DC went on the Grammys, everybody was confused. At first, they had no idea why AC/DC was there. But what my favorite thing about that was when they panned to the crowd of the Grammys.
The crowd was going crazy.
Oh my God! Everybody loved it. Yeah. Everybody was headbanging, and you would get these real sophisticated people in suit and ties, were just headbanging and going like this.
Well,
to
Zack,
AC/DC.
There's some videos out there on YouTube that you would love where they're nursing homes, where the old people are tearing it up on the dance floor listening to AC/DC.
Hey man, it shows you that it's never gonna go away. They might pass away, but it's never going on.
All right, so who's your pick to take the Super Bowl this year?
I don't want to brag and say that it's going to be Pittsburgh. I mean, you know, it would look like it based off of what we're talking about.
It won't be Pittsburgh, but they might make a run. At least one playoff game.
I don't want to say that Cincinnati would skate in. I mean,
I don't think it'll be anybody from our division. Our AFC North. I don't know.
I mean, Baltimore maybe. They have not been to a Super Bowl in quite a while.
They always choke. They never make it.
As good, well-rounded as they never do.
I'll tell you my pick and who's going to win the whole thing is going to be the Los Angeles Rams. Myles Garrett's going to go to that team and freaking tear it up, and he's going to win a Super Bowl, and then he's going to give the middle finger to Cleveland. All of Cleveland's going to be pissed off because Myles Garrett went to that team and won a Super Bowl. Let's be honest. That's why he went there. He wants the chance to be competitive and win a Super Bowl. He was never going to do it in Cleveland.
No, many don't. But that's where we cycle back to. We can look at it, and we'll obviously next week and then weeks following. It's a training camp.
Well, that was our trash talk for today. Talk a lot of Cleveland.
I mean,
get used to it, Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get hate. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. We're ready for the hate.
But you know what? We're talking about bringing Indigo Swan back on, like you said. The eyes on the inside of Pittsburgh, and they're gonna be right there with us.
Yeah,
talking about Steelers stuff and how it goes, and I don't see anything bad going on. People are going to hate regardless of what it is. But you know what? I'll say it. There's been a lot of times that the Cleveland game's been on, and if Steelers are there, there is more of this color than the other.
Well, they take over even Cleveland Browns fans don't want to be there.
No.
It might be a tough ticket season this year. I mean, the season ticket holders will still come out, but selling tickets off for a team that they're trying to peddle out there, especially Deshaun Watson.
Well, do you think
it's going to be a tough buy?
Do you think Cleveland's worthy of this whole new stadium they're building?
No. And I think it's a huge mistake. They're taking it out of Cleveland, putting it at Brook Park. It's going to tie up so much traffic by the airport. It's a disaster waiting to happen.
I think
the city of Cleveland got screwed.
Well, I was talking to my grandpa about this, and I think maybe the only reason that they did it at all was look at all of the stuff that Cleveland has to bring to it. We're a tourist town. You know, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's here, the art museum's here, the Science Center, NASA Glenn Research Center, all of these things that me and you just look at each other and we're like, I've been to it billions of times. It's not really any sort of...
Even Matt said it's a bad move with the stadium. This is the thing. They're going to build this stadium that's going to have a roof over it, and they're going to sell the dome. Yeah. And they're going to sell this whole idea that it's going to be used year-round. It's probably not going to be used year-round. It's a huge facility. They're going to build up like a Crocker Park around it in Brook Park.
Do you think... Well, maybe they will because, like, some comedians, they sell out football arenas. Some of the big names.
They might. But they never did anything with the Cleveland Stadium. They did very few concerts there. It's just...
Yeah, and you would... Yeah,
I think they're just going to tear it down. It's just going to be another blight in Cleveland.
Or somebody will burn it down.
Yeah. I don't know if you can
somebody
burn it down.
Somebody will burn it down. Like,
should have been burned down a long time ago.
Like
Factory of Sadness.
Brand new asylum, and it's just... You know, but...
Cleveland Asylum.
But maybe, I mean, you know, it is going to tie up a lot of stuff down there, like you said. But there was talk about bringing the Super Bowl to Cleveland a bunch of times, and they never,
can now with the dome for sure.
Oh yeah, they never had a place to do it, and that's part of why.
Also, at the same time, I mean, the World Series and the championship games have come to Cleveland. Yeah. I just don't see Cleveland being a big destination for the Super Bowl.
I mean, well, see, I'm the one that wishes that they would play it at the old stadium. That's the way football was.
Well, you're right. Football should be played like that.
You know, because my grandpa's got tons of stories because he's from Wisconsin.
Although I hate when they have, like, I hate when there's playoff games, and I'll be honest about this one. I hate when, like, the Miami Dolphins have to come to, like, New England and play in the snow. It kind of sucks because you're not seeing the best of both teams. I'd rather see them play in a dome where it's a perfect conditions and they could go toe-to-toe.
But see, that's where you'll get the big realists out of it, and they'll be like, well, that's what you signed the dotted line for.
True.
Be like, hey, if it snows, you're out there, man.
Mud bowls are fun.
Yeah, oh, yeah, because then that really shows you the talent that they've got.
Yeah,
if you can't see where you're really throwing it, I mean... You know,
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a football.
Or catch it, slip and slide, and they can't hold on to nothing. I mean, that's really fighting for the win.
That's great.
That's fighting for the win.
All right, man.
So, you know.
Let's get out of here. This has been a good show, the debut show. We'll be at it again next week. We're going to talk more trash. We're going to bring bigger hits, discuss the schedules that are coming up for the season. We're going to get into when the Browns play the Steelers, what we expect from those games, and then we're going to play just a bunch of heavy-ass music again.
Should we bring, like, a little trash can with our notes in it for the...
Yeah, we might take notes from the audience. Maybe we'll do that. We'll take questions from the audience or something.
Yeah,
ask us whatever you want to ask us.
Yeah, like what the community... Like, I have the community question. There could be, like, a thing for them to put their inputs on stuff like that.
Good idea.
Like a 5 or 10 minute thing for them.
All right, guys. We're out of here. Later, sports fans. This has been the Heavy Metal Gridiron. We'll see you next Tuesday, 10 p.m. We're going to do 2 songs in a row as we get out of here. Zach?
Which ones? What bands do you want to do for the last one?
We're going to do Decimator. The song, I can't pronounce it, but it means kill the peasants. And then we'll do Conspiracy 216 with Sadistical. Yep. We're out of here, sports fans. See you next Tuesday. And you guys can see me on Thursday Paranormal with Matt, Thursday, 7 p.m.
I'll be watching Do What I'm Doing.
All right, guys. We're out. Go
Have
Steelers.
A good one, guys.
This is Decimator.
Looking for the ignorant, your destinies for fools to walk the roads of never been, forsaking every rule. Goddamn belligerent, for pleasure in the pain. Looking back, it's always bad. After the cuts, our scars remain. When our scars fall to the ground, it's unconditional. It's dropped down into the fray. Online on principle, till your time it slips away. Been so predictable. Now you know it's time to pay. It's so statistical. It's so statistical. Callous heart, malevolence, the Trinity unfolds. Negative and wrapped as a dark gale.